What is going on, guys? Nips here, bringing your VGC 2017 Trick Room video. Basically, a little update from my last one I did a while ago. The meta has expanded, developed, and there's more options and more solidified movesets that could be more helpful for you in the VGC meta right now. So this video is going to be an update to basically the current meta and how we should develop and grow as it goes on. So basically, I have 6 Pokemon right here that I'm going to test out later on today. You guys are going to see this team live. You probably see a little annotation up here already saying, hey man, go check out this team live. But as of right now, these 6 mons I like a lot. We're going to, like I said, we're going to test them out. But they have been updated from my last video. So of course, this ain't a perfect team. There will be side options for you guys. But with that being said, let's hop right into the video. And if this video helps you out, be sure to show some love to that like button down below. And let's explain this team for you right here. So Porygon is pretty much the same old Porygon. But now, same EVs. Also, guys, all down below, I'm going to include this team down below if you want to test this team out yourself. It'll be in the description down below for you. The EVs and whatnot to link you to Showdown. You can play with the team on there. So we can clip real quick. We got Porygon2. Same EV, same IV, same nature. But the thing is, we dropped T-Bolt for return. Now, I versed this on Battlespot the other day. I thought it was actually a really good idea that running return on Porygon is freaking awesome. Not only do you have a stab attack now, those attack stats, those attack boosts you got from Trace, you guys can see behind my head, we have, from the download ability, we have they're not going to be wasted anymore, if you will. They're going to be useful, and to be honest, T-Bolt, what T-Bolt does for you over, like, return is not much. Like, yes, T-Bolt is good against the top of Figy, but if it's Calm Minded and whatnot, and you're really doing no damage to it at all, or even to begin with, and it can Calm on Porygon 2 all day, you can do jack to it. Now, if you have Tri-Attack over T-Bolt, I guess you could do that, hope for hacks, but I'd rather have more consistency and take advantage of those +1 attack boosts and run a stab attack on Porygon. Now, of course, things like Figy, Celesteela, another Pokemon with electricity, you might, against Figy, you're really not going to see a difference at all. Against Celesteela, you will, because he resists return, obviously, being half steel. But you do have Ice Beam for that. You could try to get a little freeze hacks going for the neutral damage instead of super effective damage. But Celesteela, I'm really not too worried about in this meta anymore. For the most part, there's a lot of options and answers for it. But right now, Return is really good, especially against type of Figy in general. Calm on Figy, Specs Figy, whatever you want to do with Figy, Return is infinitely better on Porygon for the Figy matchup. And just, it takes advantage of those +1 attack boosts that used to be useless. Also, yes, you are susceptible to Intimidate now. Not the end of the world. If you come in against the Arcanine with Intimidate and you don't get intimidated, you're still gonna do good damage with the turn. I do like it over T-Bolt a lot, and I think Return is the way to go now, guys, with Porygon 2. Not saying it's the end all to the means of T-Bolt, but I think Return, Ice Beam, Recover, Trick Room are the 4 best options for Porygon 2 right now in this meta. Like I said, taking advantage of those +1 attack stats and being Stab is really good, game-changing and game-winning at times. So Porygon 2 with Return, I think, is a good option for you guys. Next up, we have Snorlax. Brave, Gluttony, Figy Berry, Snorlax. EVs being, what is this thing? I forgot this was. Like I said, it'll be down below in the description for you guys. I'll go look up all the EVs for you and whatnot. But we have Snorlax. Now, Snorlax, I'm rocking a little bit of a weird Snorlax, okay? I have Recycle, Belly Drum, High Horsepower, and Return. Instead of High Horsepower, you can run Curse, you can run Protect, you could run, I don't know, whatever you want. But those are probably your 2 best options, honestly, instead of High Horsepower. But I do like the idea of having High Horsepower on Snorlax for a few reasons. One, Muck is very prevalent in this format. Muck is very good in this format, and Muck can put in a lot of work against any team if unchecked or unaccounted for. So, like, you gotta watch out for Muck. Now, if you get a Belly Drum off, yes, Return will still kill it. But for those times you can't afford to get the Belly Drum off, or you can't go for Belly Drum because it's unsafe, or you know you're going to get knocked off, etc., so on and so forth, you have High Horsepower there for those Pokemon that are weak to ground, and honestly, just Muck in general. Yes, a +6 Belly Drum is more than enough to kill that Muck, but I do like having the High Horsepower on there, also for answers against things like those random Gengars you see, And like I said, Pokemon that are weak to ground in general and don't have Levitate and whatnot. So I do like having high horsepower on our Snorlax right here. Belladrum is obvious. Recycle is basically your form of recovery. You get that berry back and you just stay on the field for a long time and be a pain in the ass. Like I said, yes, you can run Curse, boost your attack, boost your defense, and drop like Belladrum or high horsepower for Curse, and run Curse Protect or Curse, different attack you want to use, maybe Crunch for I don't know what you want to use Crunch for, whatever it may be. I think this fits my playstyle. You play Snorlax to your playstyle. If you don't like Snorlax at all, you can definitely run a Muck, which I have actually right here. You can run a Muck. Whether you want to run a Shadow Sneak on Muck, you want to run Imprison on Muck, or you want to run Curse on Muck. Like, Muck is definitely the other option instead of Snorlax on your team. They both have the same item, basically do the same job, just Snorlax goes for belly drums, and Muck basically checks a lot of the meta. So it's up to you. Do you want more offense, more high risk, high reward? I mean, it's not even high risk, high reward. But basically, like, if you get a +6 Snorlax going off, you're going to do a lot of damage somehow during that game. With Muck, you're going to be just chilling, but putting pressure on because knockoff Poison Jab basically covers the whole entire meta for that. I should say cover, but like hurts the whole entire meta for the most part. There's some Pokemon that's not really that good against, like you don't want to stand against a Garchomp or whatnot, but for the most part, you either want Muck or Snorlax to do the Figy Berry. And you can run both. You can definitely run both, but you have to decide which berry you don't want to use and change natures and whatnot if you want to use both berries. But that's besides the point. We have your option being Snorlax or the Muck. Alright, next up, we have Incineroar. Now, Incineroar will get infinitely better and infinitely more playtime once that's Intimidate. So this team gets better when Incineroar finally gets Intimidate released on him. But I think having Fake Out is very, very, very important in this meta, especially for a Trick Room team that's very slow. And this team in general has no protection against Taunt or Fake Out in general. Now, yes, you have a slow Fake Out, but having Fake Out pressure is always amazing regardless. It can get you that late game KO, that late game Trick Room back up, that late game pressure. It's really good to have. And a slow Mon that has Fake Out is indeed Incineroar. The other Mons in the form of Fake Out are pretty fast, like Salazzle, Togedemaru, Alolan Raichu. What else has Fake Out right now? I think Incineroar is the slowest Fake Out user. And his speed, as you can see, at 0 speed IV, negative nature, is 58, which ties Porygon2. So they'll like flip-flop a little bit. You can alter the IVs a bit to make one of them 59, so you can guarantee who you want to go first and second in Trick Room and outside of Trick Room. But right now, I just have them tied because I really don't care. But if I was going to a tournament, I probably would figure out scenarios where it would matter, and I'd make one of them 59. But regardless, Fake Out Incineroar is huge in my opinion, and it's great to have Fake Out pressure, especially on a Trick Room team that's so susceptible to like Taunt Finny, Taunt Laylee, or Taunt whatever. But just remember, guys, if you're against a Laylee, you can't Fake Out. So if there's a Laylee here, you go, my boy, Mimikyu. But right now, let's talk about Incineroar. You need Fire Stab in this format for Celesteela, Kartana, and just having Fire in general is great. And I feel in this format for the Madden Zones as well. But like I said, mostly Kartana, Celesteela. Yes, you can get Stab Electricity for that, for the Celesteela and whatnot, but I like having both covered with one Mon, which is indeed the Incineroar. Flare Blitz should OHKO most Celesteelas. Definitely OHKO's a Kartana outside of Sash, and Darkest Lariat is there for just another stab option and do damage to whatever resists fire. For example, you want to use Darkest Lariat on Arcanines, you want to use Darkest Lariat on Garchomps, so on and so forth. Things that resist fire, obviously use Darkest Lariat on. And like I said, guys, having Fake Out is so freaking key. I have Sitrus Berry on him because I have no idea what to put on you, but it works out really well. I like it a lot. It allows me to take 3 attacks sometimes, and that's really good for the most part. I really do like having Sitrus Berry on Incineroar. You can go Life Orb, you can go, I don't even know, man, but you could go Life Orb, I would say, is the other best option. Maybe like a red card, something crazy if you want to do something like that, or I don't know, but you do have Sitrus Berry as a great option for Incineroar. You could go another like Agua Berry or Figy Berry, but we already had the Figy on you. So I don't know, man. It's up to you. Being a Brave Nature, I think you take a Figy as well. Yeah, it's Figy Berry for Brave Nature. So I don't know. I think Sitrus is the best option for you, or a Life Orb. Depends what you want to do. But this is my Incineroar right here. Your max HP, max attack. You're the standard Porygon, 176, 80. Relax Nature, Max HP, and I think Snorlax is like 244 or like 196 attack, 44 defense, Max HP. I don't know what the hell it is. Like I said, it's all in the description down below for you guys to check out. So, after Incineroar, I talk about the type of Lately. Your answer type of Lately, because you can't fake out, is indeed our lovely Mimikyu. Now, we're rocking a Neg Speed, 0 IV, Mimikyu, Protect, Trick Room, Shadow Claw, Play Rough. What you do against Mimikyu, and then the Mimikyu Lately matchup, if you're scared of Taunt, you just go Ghostium Z, goodbye to that Lately. Trick Room is your backup Trick Room user, and you have Protect, because I like when I Protect. With Mimikyu and Snorlax on the team, you could definitely go, Psych Up, get the free +6 on both Mons, and then, I should say free, but you get +6 on both Mons, and then proceed to decimate your opponent's team. But be careful, if it's a best 2 out of 3 format, that's a one-trick pony. It definitely works a lot better in a best of 1 format, but 2 out of 3, like top 8, top 16, whatever it may be, it gets to 2 out of 3. I don't think Psych Up is going to work as well, because it's definitely more of a catch your opponent by surprise kind of thing. And nowadays, if people see Mimikyu and Snorlax, they're gonna assume, like, a couple. I think a few people would assume, all right, you're gonna have Z Psych Up. I mean, you're gonna have Psych Up to get the +6 off. But for me, I don't like that. I rather have Protect to get around, like, maybe like a turn 1 read. No, my opponent's gonna double up on the Mimikyu, and my partner with Mimikyu could take out at least one of those Mons. So maybe he could do that. I like having 2 Trick Room users, so I don't have to always bring Porygon2 to every single game. I like having the option of bringing, do I want to bring Mimikyu this game, or do I want to bring the Porygon2? If I see a Lately in my opponent's team, I'm mostly going to bring the Mimikyu. If I don't see a Lately, it's mostly going to be Porygon. If I see a potential Garchomp, it's mostly going to be you, but Mimikyu also is going against Garchomp because you have Play Rough and Fairy Stab. So, you can bring both. It does happen sometimes, but most of the times I decide right away, am I going to bring Porygon, or am I going to bring Mimikyu? And Ghostium Z, like I said, is there to take out. It's just for big damage and to take out Lalies. That is why that is there. You can run Psych Up. You can run Shadow Sneak. You can run Z Destiny Bond. I wanted to try Z Destiny Bond and drop Protect, but I figured, it is what it is. We'll just go with this for now. I do want to try Z Destiny Bond in the future. And basically, Mimikyu is max HP, max attack, Brave Nature. Nothing too crazy there. Then we have Milotic. Max HP, max attack. It is Milotic on deck. Quiet Nature. 77 speed when it's fully 0 IV, speed nature. You want to be as slow as possible, obviously. Competitive with the Arcanines running around. And it's hilarious, dude. If you're going against a Muddy Water Finny and they lower your accuracy, you get a free +2. Intimidate, you get a free +2. Any random stat drop, you get a free +2 special attack stat. And that comes in play a lot, to be honest. Makes your opponent be scared to lead Arcanine, and it makes your opponent question if they want to even bring their Arcanine. And with Arcanine usage through the roof right now, having a great answer to that Mon is freaking incredible, and that is why Milotic is on this team right now over Lapras. You guys know me, I love Lapras, but Milotic is better. Like, I would say 7 times out of 10. +2 Scald is great. Burn things is phenomenal. Icing the Garchomps. Scald everything else. Yes, against a Finny, you do get the Muddy Water +2 sometimes, but, like, if it's Calm on Finny, you ain't gonna do jack to it. So that is why we have our next Mon right there. You can see the Vikavolt, but before we go on, Milotic is really good against Arcanine and Intimidate users in general, and you probably see this more when Arcanine and Incineroar run the format with the Fire Stab, Intimidate, but for the most part, Milotic is there just to do Scald damage, check Garchomps, and just be annoying with the competitive nature, with the competitive boost if you get that off. So that's freaking huge. And then last but not least, I wanted a Pokemon with the EQ immunity. I wanted the Pokemon to deal with Celesteela. I wanted the Pokemon to deal with Gastrodon, and I wanted the strong Pokemon in general. And that is Vikavolt right here. Yes, this Mon could be Celesteela. This Mon could be some other flying type Pokemon. But I don't like Celesteela. I really don't like Celesteela at all. So I decided to go with Vikavolt. You don't have many weaknesses. You have Fire weakness, which I could easily take on with this team between Milotic and Incineroar. You have a Rock weakness, which is kind of difficult. Not really difficult for me to deal with, but like I can deal with Rock Pokemon. Like I have Milotic here. I have Snorlax with high horsepower. I have Porygon2 with Ice Beam for the Rock types. As a little bit is Rock weak to Ice? I'm having a break for it. Either way. Rock isn't that much of a problem for me. I do also have Energy Ball coverage on you for things like Gigalith, etc., and whatnot. But Vikavolt is here because it hits. Look at that special attack stat. Look at that. This is max HP, max attack Vikavolt. 2 16s with attack. That is huge. But the Life Orb 30% more damage on each attack is going to be friggin' huge. Energy Ball for Gastrodons, Energy Ball for Rock-type Pokemon, Energy Ball for Ground-type Pokemon, Energy Ball for Garchomp, Bug Buzz Stab, T-Bolt Celesteelers, T-Bolt things in general. Vikavolt seems like a friggin' monster, and I want to try using it in this format. So, that is my team, guys. Like I said, Vico could be a Princess Celesteela, Melota could be a Lapras or Finny, Incineroar could be a Alolan Marowak or Arcanine. But I would say Alolan Marowak or Incineroar for Trick Room, because Arcanine's a little too fast, for the most part. And I think Mimikyu is just, I don't know if I replace it for Mimikyu, like Slowbro or something. But Snorlax is either Muck or Snorlax in my opinion, and then Porygon2 is necessary on all Trick Room teams. So, that is the team, guys. So if this video helped you out, show some love to the like button. And, of course, any tips and feedback, guys, let me know in the comments down below. Of course, by the time you're watching this video, or by the time 2 o'clock rolls around, there'll be a little annotation in the top corner over there saying, hey, man, click me to watch this team in action. And I'm going to battle this team right now to demonstrate how good this team can be. So with that being said, guys, as always, I'm Nips. I'm out of here for now. Have a great day. Enjoy yourself. And I'll catch you next time.